Let me start the recording. Today we'll be talking about the queries, packages, data manager, merge manager. So let's start on queries and packages. Queries is nothing but these queries. Let me go here, class 3 queries. 1 second. Okay. So as you can see, by default there won't be any query or packages. You need to create the queries and packages. Okay. First, what is a query? Why we need a query? What is a query? Query is nothing but it's just a query. So for example, like you write something like this, right? 1 minute. Select star from C underscore party, let's say, where party type is equal to person. So this is called as a query. So it's the same concept here. So let's say you have this query, you copy this, go here. First you create a folder. So folder means just a folder. So this is like a folder. New query group is like a folder. So folder. So qgrp underscore, let's say, underscore customer, and inside this folder you create the queries. So go here. So you can see that there are two options: new query, new custom query. New query, new custom query. Now we are studying the new custom query. Okay, so new custom query means that you are customizing the query. It means that you have the SQL statement. As you can see, I have the SQL statement. I want to create a query based on this SQL statement. So right click, new custom query, just say QU underscore custom underscore, let's say, party, paste it. So clear what I've done. I have this SQL statement, right? And I want to just, like, I have this SQL statement and that thing I'm providing here, and I'm creating just a named query, right? So that's all what I'm doing. Okay, now just say finish. That's it. And if you want to query the data results, you can just go here, click on view. So this will run this particular query and then this will show you the data, right? That's what a query is. So this is first type of query called as a custom query. So this query is called as a custom query. Similarly, you have something called as a normal query. So custom query means you are customizing using an SQL. That's what is the meaning of a custom query. Now a normal query means you will not provide a SQL statement. So you won't provide a SQL statement. Informatica will create a SQL statement for you. So right click, new query, QU underscore party, let's say. As you can see here that it is asking you to choose the base object table name, not the query name. Do you see, like, is it asking you to specify anywhere this query? No, you can't specify the query. You specify the table name. Okay, so table name, let's say party. Next, you choose the necessary columns. Let's say I will choose only the important columns. These four: row ID object, consolidation indicator, and hub state indicator. It's not there. 1 minute, should be there. Okay, that's okay. Finish. Right? So okay, so now this is the query that Informatica has created. If you want to edit this query, in the earlier case, to edit a query, you go here directly, you edit it. You want to write joins, you want to write anything, any SQL statement, you can do that. But here, if you want to edit, you have to use Informatica's features, that is tables, all these features that you see here. You need to use these features, to update the query, right? So here you can go here and add a table. Let's say if I want to add an address table or some other table, I can do that. Click on plus, then address, okay, and choose this key, okay. So you can see here. Now it's party address. Go here, you see here. So it's party inner join address, right? Now you want to change the inner join to something else. You can left outer join, you see here. So left outer join. Immediately it's done. All right. So that's what this thing is. Use to add multiple tables. Then I have a select statement. So here if I want to add any other column, let's say I want to add some column, let's say like let's say the country, okay, then see here, country. So whatever changes you're doing will prop up here. So let's say one more condition, like delete indicator is equal to delete indicator. So address delete indicator is equal to party delete indicator. Say okay, then you see the condition here. All right. Then if you want to do sorting, grouping, you can do that. Let's say if I want to sort on party type, so here I go, order by party type. If I want to group on party type or something, then that also I can do, group on party type. So group by party type, right? And so there's nothing to explain basically. You need to access the tool and check all these options one by one. Then it will be clear. And this is, let's say if I want to add a constant, so let's say integer 10, right? So integer 10, if you want to give an alias like tmp, so this is how it is. If you go here, then see here, so 10 as tmp. So clear what is a normal query and what is a custom query. In a custom query, basically what you need to do is you should have a SQL statement, and then you should you just copy paste the SQL statement in the tool. That's all what you do. But in case of a normal query, you don't have the SQL statement, and you just need to create the SQL statement using the tool. So using all these features one by one, you need to create the SQL statement, right? That's the simple concept. But now the important question, we have seen what are queries, what is query. There are two types, both are pretty much same only. And what does it do, why we have queries? So the reason why we have queries is basically we need them to create the packages. So we have something called as the packages, and to create packages you would need a query. So one use of query is to view the data, but frankly speaking we are not interested in viewing the data because I have better methods. I can have SQL developer or Toad to do that. So I have better technology to view data. This is not the preferred tool, right? So the main reason why I want to create a query is because I would need that to create a package. Now what exactly is a package? Package is nothing but it's just a view. So you know what is a view in database? What does it do? So what is a view in database? In database view, so let's say create or replace view as below. So view is nothing but it's something that's based on a SQL statement. So it's just something that's based on a query. That's what a view is. And frankly speaking, that's what a package is. So in database, you call that as view, and in MDM, you call that as package. Database view, MDM package. Simple logic, right? And you might have a question, if that is the thing, why Informatica is providing separate window for queries and packages? That's correct. So Informatica should have merged these two concepts. So there's no need of actually separating these two. So maybe in future they'll do it, but that's fine. So you can see here that views can be of two types. You can have a read-only view, or you might have a read-write view, right? So you might have a read-only view or read-write view. Two types of views are possible. Now read-write view means you can write data to a view. Is it possible? Yeah, possible, but the thing is, when you write data to a view, actually it is returned to the base object. So if you write data to create or replace view v underscore party underscore person, right? If you write data to into insert records into this view, it will be returned to this table only. Okay, that's how it's called as read write. So you can read as well as you can write, but you can't write data to all the views. Only to certain view you can write data. Okay, now here also in MDM we have two views. We have two types of packages: display package and we have put package. We have something called as a display package and we have something called as a put package, right? Now display package means that's the read only package. Put package means it's read, write. You can read as well as you can write. Okay, let's create a package. Right click, new package. So pkg, let's say underscore party, enable put. If I say enable put, this is a read write package. You can write data also. If I don't select this, it's a read only package. You can't write data, right? So always make it read write so that I can use it for reading as well as writing. So next, you choose the query that we created earlier. I told you, right? Query is mandatory to create a package. Finish. That creates my first package. Similarly, create a package for address contact, pkg address. Remember, I have not created any query for the address, but I can do that here. I can just say new query. So I can do that here, not a problem. qu underscore addr. Next, choose the necessary columns, not all. Finish, right? Then finish. So you can create the query in here in the queries, or you can do it here in the packages. Same thing, right? Now the third one, pkg underscore contact or contacts. So create a query first, qu underscore contacts. Next, finish, finish, right? So I have created three different packages, one for party, one for contact, one for address. Now if I go to the database and if I check ORS class 3, let's say if I log in, then let me check for this pkg underscore party. Let's see if I can find something. Pkg underscore party. Yeah, here I go. So I can see here that Informatica has created a package or a view in database with the name as pkg underscore party. So it should be completely clear now what's a package. It's just a view in database. Now the question is, why do we need a package? What's the point? The reason why we need a package is package is necessary for if you are using any of this IDD, SIF, package is mandatory, right? So IDD, SIF, and if you see data manager, merge manager also. So data merge manager I can access, but let me go and check some other ORS. Some other ORS where I don't have packages. Let me check. Okay, packages are there in all the places. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is if packages are not there, then if you try to access the data manager, merge manager, it will throw you an error. It will show you that you can't use this tool without packages. Can't be used without packages defined, right? So packages is mandatory if you want to use the tool. So if you want to use data manager, merge manager, hierarchy manager, package is mandatory. Okay, so SIF, then data manager, merge manager, hierarchy manager. To use all these 5 tools, you would need a package. Plus another reason for packages, this is used to publish data. Also in message queues, that is this message queues also package is mandatory, and this is also used to publish data. So what you can do is your downstream application, you can just give access on this table pkg party to your downstream application. So you can hide the data. So hide the data in the sense, normally the consolidation indicator also you should not populate. You should only populate the data, name, row ID object, and all this. Don't populate any system columns. That will create unnecessary confusion. Okay, and right. So that's the reason why we create a queries and packages. And once queries packages is done, see, you can also create it already as I explained. You can also create complicated packages, but just observe one thing here, that I go here, take a log and create a package. Then let's say this is enable put. Okay, let's say something next. So you can see that 1 2 3, but I have 4 queries. If you remember, I also have a custom query. I can't see that here. Why? This is enable put. So if I remove that, I can see this here. It means that a custom query cannot be used to create a put package. A custom query cannot be used to create a put package. That is a restriction. Okay, so that's a known restriction. You can't do that. So that's the reason why you will see that always normally we'll go for normal queries instead of custom queries. 90% of cases will go with normal queries instead of custom one. Okay, and another advantage of using a normal query is, let's say that you have a column name called as name here, right? Now let's say you are renaming this name to some other column. Let's say name to nam in AAM nam. Then this custom query will become invalid. Whereas this normal query, the name will automatically change to NAAM nam. But here you need to manually go and do that. Okay, so that is another difference. Now once you've created queries and packages, let's move ahead to the data manager, merge manager, and data manager and merge manager. Okay, that's um, queries packages are prerequisite to data manager, merge manager. Okay, and in data manager, what exactly is data manager, merge manager? Both are similar tools. Data manager, merge manager. Data manager, what it does is it's something that is used to unmerge the records. In data manager you can do a lot of things. In merge manager also you can do a lot of things, but the main purpose of data manager is to unmerge the records, unmerge. And the main purpose of merge manager, as per the name, is to manually merge the records, manually merge the records or accept as unique. So this one is unmerged, this one is merged. These are vice versa. If you go to the data manager, then access the base object, you can see that package is mandatory here. Without package you can't proceed. Choose the package, begin administration, finish. So when I'm launching this tool, you can see that there are three panels. One, then I have two, I have three. Three different windows you can see here. The first window, the first one, this is nothing but the package. Whatever data is there in your package, it's just showing you that. So whatever you have in your package, all that thing you can see here, right? So if you check PKG party, you will see there are two records, because in the base objects I have two records, right? So it's showing you that. And what exactly is this window? It's clearly telling you that this is the cross reference table. It means that if I click on this record Vinay, then I can see cross reference of Vinay. If I click on Amit, it shows me the cross reference of Amit. So basically it is joining this package with the cross reference table. That's all what it is doing. Package with the cross reference table. Okay, and here we are comparing, you can see here this record and the cross reference record. The third panel is for comparing the base object record and the cross reference record. So I can compare and see like, okay, so you can see here, let's say if I show you this one, then you can understand. So you see here that in my base object Mishra Amit is stored, but and in the cross reference it's Amit Mishra. The trust in the base object is 89 and here it is 84, 89, 84. Okay, and if I check this record, then 89.97 and this one is 89.97, right? So basically it means that the survivor was Mishra Amit and it came from MLO, right? So these are the three different panels. Now let's go through this on the right hand side. So basically you will see a lot of fancy stuff, like a lot of things that you can do here, but still the main reason is only one, that is to unmerge the records. Okay, first of all, the consolidation indicator is what? 1, right? Just remember this is 1. So if I go here, I can change the consolidation indicator status. If I click on Q for matching, what can I expect? Status Q for matching 3. Click on that, see here 3. Okay, Q for merge 2, 2. All right, now set as new 4, right? So this thing, and I can do multiple sections also, selections, so I can do all both of them as 4. So that's what is this thing. It basically changes the consolidation indicator status. Then the second thing, the merge history. So you know that 2 got merged with 4. So you know this 2 got merged with 4 and 1 got merged with 3. So if you click on this, if you go and select this, then you can see here 1 got merged with 3. So that's what it is showing you. So this is nothing but it's the merge history, this one. From which table it is taking? This HMRG table. Okay. Now these two window, this is for creating master data. This is for editing the master record. So let's say if I want to edit this, let's say Vinay Kumar, edit this, and let's say I want to write as IBM. Okay. So if you go and check your data in your base object, like this, if I go and check it here, then you will see that, see here, IBM. It means that using this option, I can directly go and edit my master data, my base object record. I can directly do that. And when you change it, immediately it changes. Alright. Now, this is for creating the master data. So if I go here and just say Sunil Data Manager, DM. Okay. If you want to give values, you give, otherwise skip it. I'll just skip it, say okay. And now if I go and check it, refresh, here I go. Sunil Data Manager. So you can see that this process skipped the mapping, because if it would have gone through the mapping, this record would have been rejected. Why? Because this does not have a status and party type. But it did not go through the mapping. It just skipped the mapping process. Clear? It skipped the mapping process. So that's correct. So if you try to insert a record using the data manager, it will not go through the mapping, right? And then the relationship viewer, that is, I have party and I want to check the contact and address. So if I want to check the address, this is the address. If I want to check the contacts, this is the contact, address and contact. Okay. And so that's what these panels are for, right? And then I have, we'll talk about this two button. This two is actually for unmerge. We'll talk about them at the last. Okay. So we have this raw. If raw is enabled, there are no staging or raw tables defined for this. So if raw is enabled, then you would have seen this record. If this table is in raw table, and the match history. So this tells me that 1, 2, 3. So these three record, they were merged to create the final record. So this is also taking your data from the HMRG table. And then you have something called as, you can change the trust. So you can see here, this is 89, this is 0. So if I can, if I want, I can change the trust, and this basically takes me to this tab, the systems and trust tab. Okay. So let's say if I just say high confidence, so it will reset it to the higher value. So you can see here, earlier it was 0, now it is 95. It was 0, now it is 95. Okay. And then this one is for auto commit. So committing, I don't need to commit because my auto commit is on. So always commit my mistakes, that is already used, right? Then, so all these options you can see here, there are many things, but the main purpose is to unmerge the records. That's what is called as the that's what is the use of the data manager. I'll show you this unmerge. There are two types of unmerge: linear unmerge and there's a tree unmerge. Okay, anyway, not a problem. So unmerge is just the reverse of merge. You know what is merge? Now you will see the unmerge. Unmerge is just reverse. So it will revert the situation. Okay, and there are two ways of doing it. You can either do a linear unmerge. So unmerge, the first one means linear unmerge. Second one means it's a tree unmerge. Tree unmerge means, let's say that you have 5 records. So you have 5 records that resulted in a merge. So 5 records were merged to create the final record. So if you unmerge, do a normal unmerge, it won't unmerge all the 6 records, right? But if you do a tree unmerge, it might unmerge all the records. If they are in the same branch, then it will unmerge all the 6 records. Clear? Let's say you have Amit John Smith, who is coming from 6 different source systems. So what will happen? 6 merges will happen to create a final record. So if you unmerge, do a linear unmerge, then you have to do it 5 times. 5 times. If you do a tree unmerge, only once is enough. Okay, that's what is the concept of linear unmerge or the tree unmerge. Let's say if I want to do unmerge now, go here. So you can see here row ID object 3. Now once I do unmerge, then you will see row ID object 1 will also come here. See here, I want to do unmerge. Yes. So see here, one more record will come. Just reload. See here, this record came up. Then unmerge this one. See, the only thing that you need to observe is the consolidation indicator is 4 for the new record. So the new record that is born is 4. It means it should go through the match and merge cycle. Yeah, you have a doubt?
Hey, Sunil, this is Hari. Quick question. So in that case, why do you ever want to use the linear unmerge?
Linear unmerge, yeah, it's just basically option. If you want to just unmerge one particular record, then you have to go with, see, for example, let's say that you have Sunil, Sunil K, Sunil KM. 3 records got merged to create a final record, and let's say the survivor is Sunil KM. Okay, but your business tells you that this record is different. This, it's the same. Okay, but this one is
Got it,
different.
got it.
But you have merged all these 3. So now you can't use tree. If you use tree, then that will be wrong. So you have to unmerge only this
Right.
record.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So now you can see the only thing that you need to understand is, see, once the records are unmerged, consolidation indicator is 4. Now what about the existing record? So the record, you understand, right? What about, see, let's say I have this as 1. Once the merge is done, this is 1. Now if I unmerge that, what will happen? If I unmerge it, you will see that these 3 records will come up. Now what will be the consolidation indicator of this record? 4. What will be the consolidation indicator of this record? 4. Now what will be the consolidation indicator of this original record? This will retain the status. So if it was 1, it will be 1. If it was 2, it will be 2. If it was 4, it will be 4. Okay. In our case, since we changed that to 4, so it's 4. But don't think that if it is 1, it will be 4. If it is 1, it will be 1 only. Right? That's what is the process of manually unmerging the records. Now this is manual unmerge. The reason is, you can see that you are going here, checking it, and manually clicking on this link and unmerge a record. Let's say you have 10,000 records. You want to unmerge 10,000 records. So it's not possible using this tool. It's possible, but it'll take a lot of time. So in that case, I have to use something called as execute batch unmerge. There is a SIF API that is, I'll just quickly tell you. Yeah. So there is a SIF API. You need to use the particular SIF API that is called as execute batch unmerge. So you might want to remember the name. This is the name of the API, execute batch unmerge. So this is the same thing as what you're doing here, but the only thing is this is automatic. So let's say you want to unmerge 10,000 records, so you can use you have to use this only. You can't use the other one. Okay, that's what is the data manager. Simple. Now when I go through the merge manager, you will see that it's pretty much same as your data manager. Pretty much same. It means you will get confused because you will see that most of the options are same. That's correct. Informatica should not have done it like that. But see, remember, these are all fancy options. So we don't use these options much. The main reason why we use this tool is for the unmerging the records. Similarly, in the merge manager, the main reason why we use it is to manually merge the records or accept as unique. You understand, right? Manually merge or accept them as unique. So that's the main reason. So let's try to access it. Party, package, same way, the way you call data manager, it's the same. But the problem is I don't see any data here. That's a problem, right? It's not showing me any data. Why? Let's go with the definition. Data manager. So data manager is used to unmerge the records. But merge manager is a special tool. It's a special tool that is used to merge the records. Merge what type of records? Merge records that are queued for merging. Will you merge a record that has consolidation indicator 4? Can you merge a record that has consolidation indicator 4? You won't. You can't. Right? Because that's wrong. You will only merge a record if it is queued for manual merge. And it means that the consolidation indicator status should be 2. Then only you can say that it's queued for manual merge. So this tool is dedicated to those records that have consolidation indicator as 2. So you can only see those records. So it automatically puts a filter that where consolidation indicator is equal to 2. It means if I go here, choose this and say I will choose all of it and say I'll make all of that to, let's say, Q4 merge. Now this is 2. Now if I go here, reload, it's not working. So setup merge, start again. Here I go. I can see the records now. Right? I can see these records, but the below window is blank. Because see, it's like this. The here, if you click on, let's say 3, then it should show you what is the matched record. You know that 1 got matched with 3 or 3 got matched with 1. So it means that when you click on this, it should show you 1, but it's not showing. Why? Because we unmerged it. But if I check my match table, is there any data in my match table? No. There's no data in my match table. So basically this will check the match table. Okay, it will check the match table and then it will just get the data from the match table, right? So what we will do is, let me go and change the consolidation indicator of all this record to 4. Then what I want is, what I will do is, I will again perform the matching, but I will not do the merge. Clear? I will just do the match, but I won't do the merge. So what will happen? What will be the consolidation indicator? 2. What will happen to the match table? It will be populated. Then we'll be able to see records here. So now run the match job. Go here. So everything is ready. Just run the match job. Match for party. Running. Done. Match record is 2. Queued for auto merge 2. Alright. Now if I check my match table, refresh. Here I go. I can see 2 entries. Alright. Now if I access the merge manager, can't refresh here. Not that friendly. So go here. When I click on 1, I can see 3. When I click on 4, when I click on 4, it shows me 2. So when I click on 4, 4 got matched with 2. So that's what it is showing. And in the third panel, you can basically compare the, this is one record, just 1 minute. Okay, so basically you see here, this one, this record is nothing but this one, and this record is nothing but this one. And it's basically comparing this record with this record here. It's basically comparing these two records. Okay, and see here, unmerged records with the matched record, right? And the main purpose of this tool is, you see, let's say these two are queued for manual merge. You go and compare this record one by one. Okay, so it is Vinay Kumar here, it is Vinay K. Kumar here. Here it is IBM, here it is null. Here it is active, it's active. And if you feel that they are the same record, you click on this button. That will manually merge the records. And if you feel they are different, then you accept them as unique using this button. But before going to that, let's check the other unimportant options. So this one will show you the cross reference, same thing what we had in the data manager. Then this one is the same feature what we had in the data manager. The only thing is, you will see a new concept, put on hold. Put on hold means consolidation indicator will change to 9. Okay, and if I, let's say, put Sunil on hold, it is gone from here, but you can see that here. Okay, and if you want to revert back, you can go here and revert it back, right? You can't create a master data here, but you can edit a record. So I can go here and remove that and say this. So I can edit records, but I can't create. Similarly, I'll come to this. Similarly, I have cross-reference viewer, same thing, editing a record, right? And this one is nothing but, if you go and check the match table, you have this row ID match rule, right? So 3G61. So this shows you that 3G61. So this queries that data from which table? C repos match rule. That's in that table. It is querying that table, and then it is showing me this information. And so using this, you can understand that, okay, match rule 1, which is based on person name, was used to do the matching or resulted in the match. Then this is the same thing, relationship viewer, that we had in the data manager. Then I have this, shows you the match history. 2 got matched with 4. You can compare the data also, right? So a lot of fancy things you will see, but the main reason why we use it is, we will check the two records, we will compare if they are same. Let's say if I feel that Amit Mishra and Mishra Amit is same, right? But let's say Mishra Amit Mishra, both are same, but I want that, let's say, Mishra Amit should survive. So you see this bold, it's in bold, right? So whichever is in bold, that will survive. If you want to want this to survive, just click on this once. Now see, this is in bold, so this will survive. So you can decide the survivor here. Here also, let's say whatever survivor you want to decide, you decide it. Then you click on this. Once you click on that, then records will be merged. So now you see the 3 is gone. Similarly, I click on this. See here, I have only 2 records now, 1 and 2. If you go and check this table, gone. You understood? Because I manually merged the record, so it's gone from here. Okay, but I can still see that the consolidation indicator is 2. It did not change. Consolidation indicator is still 2. Why? Because you merge the records, that's okay, but now you should accept them as unique. So these two records you should accept as unique. How to do that? You can do it using this option. So you can either accept, uh, this is for accepting single records, so you can click on this, then this, then this, or this is for all these two records, and this one is for all the records that are there in a table. All the records, if there are 10,000 records, this would do for all. So just go and do that. Now if I do that, consolidation indicator will become 1. If it becomes 1, you will not see the records here anymore. Why? Because this is a dedicated table for this, sorry, this tool is only dedicated for consolidation indicator 2. So if I say yes, it will be gone from here. See, it's gone. And if you check in database, see here, 1 1. Okay, that's what the data manager merge manager does. So in today's session we learned the queries, packages, data manager, merge manager, and frankly speaking all of them, they are not theoretical much. So to understand these things, these tools, you need to go to this tool, access this queries, packages, data manager, merge manager, and practice. So you explore all the options. Once you explore it, then only it will become clear. Okay, otherwise not. So go through that, then it should be fine. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll stop the session today because moreover it was a bit more theoretical. Okay, so that's fine. So you go through it, do the hands-on, then you will be comfortable. With that, I'll finish the session today. Okay, thanks guys.